Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Welcome to Evening Chat, and here at my beautiful Flagstaff camper 25 FKBS. A beautiful 2024, perfect for a single person, man or woman. Get yourself a nice RV park and live the life. Live cheap, live good, live like a minimalist, and have everything that everybody else has got, maybe except a swimming pool. I got one. I got to walk to it though. It's not out my outside my door here, but I have everything else: a bed, a TV, a refrigerator, a stove, air conditioning, heat, water. Got it all, self-contained, and I love it. So tonight's video, unlike my last several videos talking about weight loss, will be about weight loss. I won't go on, but I just want to say to everybody that thank you for all the information, the YouTube videos, the gifts I've received, like what do you call them? Things you drink and you stay salty. What's it called? Electrolytes. Because I think I was needing them. I think I've been sweating a lot. I think that eating nothing but protein and not enough salts or something. I don't know. But for a few days, I've been a little bit confused. And not to, I'm not trying to say really confused, but I didn't know what was going on. I went up here with a lot of weight come off, and then the weight came back a little bit, and my attitude and everything started coming down. I couldn't understand what's going on. I'm eating nothing but hamburgers and steaks. I'm putting butter in my coffee. And I'm just, I'm a little off of my normal life. And I'm very influential. I will admit it. If I put stock in something, whether it be something from the internet, on TV, from my comments, an email, some kind of suggestion, if it makes sense to me, I'll grab onto it and I'll study it, and that's the direction I'll go. I can be influenced. Now, I don't want to say that and make you think that you can just control me, because I got common sense too. But I am influential because I'm an open-minded person. I have critical thinking. I don't, just want to be dogmatic that I only know everything and you know nothing. And I know people like that. It's very annoying. They won't listen. You try to tell them to listen to something or watch something like all of you do me or other people have done me. And I do. I listen. I've watched everything and listened to everything that everyone has sent me. Pretty much. And some I've acted on and some I haven't. But I was listening to something today, just to finish up a little bit on this weight loss thing, then we'll get on to something else. This guy on YouTube, he's a doctor, I guess. He's from the Philippines, and he's got 6 million views. His name is Fong. I don't think he's a doctor, really. I don't know. His last name is Fong, F-O-N-G. Is it James Fong, maybe? Whatever. It was very interesting. And a long video, like over 30 minutes. And he said to his kid, "How do I lose weight?" And the kid said, "You don't eat." And so that really kind of sized up everything he was talking about. Our bodies, create what they call glucose. Oh, you're telling us now, Baker? You're going to preach to us? We just told you all this. Well, I've learned now. And I know that when you have too much of it, the guy said, to know if you have too much glucose, there is a test. And the test is this. If you look down and you can see your stomach, you got too much glucose. And I got a little bit too much glucose. So what you need to do is, the best analogy I've heard is the refrigerator analogy. Okay? In here, not much right now, is your go-to ready-to-eat refrigerator. In here is not easy to get to. It's all frozen. You got to work on it. You got to defrost it. You got to do some stuff. And you got to cook it to make it to eat it. Accessible, ready to go, not so accessible. So that's the way our bodies are. Now, a lot of you are already tuning out. Like, I know where he's going with this. I know all this. But to those that don't, to explain it to you like I had to hear it, is our bodies have to burn this sugar. And generally carbohydrates and calories and things turn into glucose. Every time we eat, our bodies make glucose. And so it burns that. That's the first thing it burns. And then unless you starve, fast, don't eat, intermittent fasting, anything you want to call it, but slide away from the table. Slow down on intermittent feeding times. 3 times a day, then down to 2, then down to 1. And you got about, from at least 10 or 11 at night when you go to bed till 7 next morning, you've got 8 hours of fasting right there under your belt. If you can go past breakfast and get past it to where, you're closer to 12, and then eat, 2 or 3 times before 5 or 6, and then back to like not eating again, then you can get it down to 2 meals and 1 meal. Or if you can possibly go a whole 24 hours with nothing, is how your body gets rid of the excess glucose and other things. And you start all over. So that's what I'm doing. I'm starving. I'm not going to eat until maybe as late as I can tomorrow. I had breakfast this morning, bacon and eggs, and that's it. So after that, that was my last meal. I am right now fasting. And I've listened to all there is about you. We'll go through remember the guy I told you about, the skinny guy who wears the glasses? Ben Azadi. He talks about how amazing you're going to feel if you starve yourself, if you don't eat for a day or 2, or even 3. Well, he's onto something, because this guy I'm talking about that I listened to today, he said that if you go into ketosis and you create ketones, which is what your body will start to burn rather than sugars, you'll get past the depression, the headaches, the brain fog, the hunger feelings, the all the other negative things that come with too much damn glucose in our bodies. And then we just keep feeding it, thinking that we're hungry an hour and a half after we've eaten, and you just never get your glucose. You need some, but you never get it down to where it goes into ketosis, and you switch from the refrigerator to the freezer, and you start burning what's stored, that's kept up here, that's not easily gotten, versus there. You empty your refrigerator, like I have an empty refrigerator, pretty much. Now my body, it wants to survive. I'm not gonna die. I'm going to use fat as a source of energy, ketosis. And when I do that, I'm going to be actually feeling better, very, very, very high energy, and not hunger pains. I'm going to be thinking about I'm starving to death. You got to get through it. And until you do that, this one guy told on YouTube, and I believe him, that you're never going to get there. You're just not going to, if you don't slide your ass away from the table, you're not going to lose any weight. And I remember in church one time, Dr. Charles Stanley, and this was 10, 12 years ago, he was giving his sermon, and somehow or another he got on the diet stuff, and he said, there's billions of dollars being made every year on diet powders, diet pills, diet advice, diet food, and all these things. He said, I can tell you how to do it. Just slide away from the table. And everybody laughed, And it's just like that guy today I was talking about. He asked his 7-year-old son, how do I lose weight? And he said, don't eat. And so it's really, and the way he explained it too is, fasting is free. And it doesn't take any time because you don't have to cook anything. There's no special thing you have to do. It's just do it. And it can be done anytime. You just stop eating for a time. You start stretching it out. And to some people, they don't understand this, which is what I didn't understand, I suppose, speaking for myself, is you spend your whole life, you spend decades, eating crap, and you go on a diet and you start getting hungry, or you start missing your potato chips or candy bars or cookies, and in a few hours or a day or two or even a week, you get that far. And you really think that that's going to be enough time to erase and heal your body and to change you to a fat-burning body versus a sugar-burning body after all the decades that you've been doing what you've been doing. I mean, it really is pretty stupid. And I was pretty stupid thinking that. And I've thought about it before. The only success I've ever had with a diet was the Atkins diet, which is keto, which is carnivore, which is a low carb, minimal amount of food, don't eat diet. Now, people say, well, that's not going to be sustainable. You're going to have to, well, not if your mind says you're not hungry. Not if your mind is getting all the nutrients it needs from certain food groups, excluding Snickers bars and Lay's potato chips. If you eat your protein meat or your fish, and I'm even learning today, this goes against the carnivore, don't hate on me, that certain vegetables, even though carnivore says there's no vitamins in vegetables, there's nothing. All they do is bloat you and give you inflammation. Well, I'm not jonesing for a vegetable, but I did like salads. One guy I was listening to, he eats healthy greens with egg. I guess he puts olive oil or vinaigrette on there or something, because salads can be very fattening and very bad for you if you eat the ones they sell at the restaurants that have all this garbage on there, plus the dressings they can give you. So, don't eat, and when you do eat, don't eat often, and don't eat much. And the people are out there going, he's finally got it. He finally gets it. Because it really is, you are what you eat. And you look like how much you eat. Just like I've always said. You hang out in an outhouse long enough, you're going to come out stinking. You watch the media, you watch those hater channels, you watch anything negative, you hang around negative people, you go to bars, you hang around drug addicts and alcoholics, and guess what's going to happen to you? It's just like, if you show me your garden, I'll tell you what you planted. So today I'm trying to stay busy. I went to the gym, and now I'm back here. I stopped at Walmart and returned a 6-pack of Diet Coke. And I thought, well, should I look at their meat section? Should I, buy some deli ham or some kind of meat for I know, Tim, you're going to fast, remember? And I know. And I said to myself, I knew that as more time goes by, I'm going to go through that. If I don't eat, I'm going to starve to death. And that's exactly what you will go through. Just like a relationship. If you get out of a bad relationship or you quit a bad job, you're going to think to yourself, how can I go on? You're going to be all confused, upset, sad, all kinds of things. You just got to get through it. You know what I mean? You just got to get on the other side. And as long as you keep digging your heels in, as long as you keep going and keeping the refrigerator full, as long as you keep eating your Lay's potato chips, drinking your alcohol, smoking your weed, doing your drugs, watching the media, and all these other things that are unhealthy for you, you're going to be just like that. I mean, it's just the way it is. And so I have been wanting, I've always strived to do a little better, but I've had a lot of distractions in my life too. And so do you. You get distractions. You get things that come into your life that distract you from the direction you need to go, because people like to do that. Things like to do that. Habits like to do that. They don't like the good. You know, it's easier to be bad. So anyway, this is all over the place, but I hope you get the analogy of what I'm trying to say. So for me, I want to be a 180 man. I've seen pictures of me at 180. I like the way I look at 180. I like the way clothes fit me at 180. I could actually be 300 man. I wouldn't care if I had a 34-inch waist and no belly. But when I heard today, if you want to know if you got too much glucose, there is a test. Just look down. If you see your belly, you got too much glucose. So anyway, we will try to change the subject now. Let's go outside, and I want to show you what I did with the stuff I got in the mail. Starbright for the black streaks. I cleaned those bugs off my front light. I want to show you something about my awning that I need to do, but I can't see it or reach it. I don't have a ladder yet. So let me turn the video around. Let's go outside and I'll show you. All right. Going outside. Beautiful evening. So this is not where I put the stuff. I did it in the front, but there is a little black around my rear view camera. I don't have a rear view camera, but you can see that black stuff. Well, it was really bad in the front. And let's go up there and take a look at it. Thank you for the person that informed me that this is aluminum and this is plastic, so I have no worries regarding the inclement weather. And it's just a pain in the butt. You wouldn't have to, you couldn't put it on till it cooled down. You can't get it on past the 2 tanks. You can't get it on past my chain and lock, a cover I'm talking about. So it is what it is, and it works absolutely great. By the way, I fixed that other tank. All it was turning the valve on a lot slower. So here is the front cap of the 25 FK, and I went over it real quick. But I had all these bugs, and you can still see a little shadow. That's because I didn't rub really good, but most of it came off. This is where the bugs were. And then the streaks were running all the way down. I mean, they were bad, especially on this side, where, you know, I guess the roof gets dusty and black and dirt up there. And then, you know, when it rains, it comes down off the front, and then when it dries, it just leaves a trail. But now the front cap looks really good. And this here, 303 worked on it, but it went back to being very faded. I think I would have to just get a can of a rattle can and spray it. Same with the battery box. It's just a brutal sun here. But I did lube the tracks on the teeth and everything on my slide outs. Everything else looks good back here. Oh, did you see my new decal on the back of the truck? I messed the one up. But anyway, there's the new decal. And I had 2 of those. I tried to put it on the back of the Honda. It was 1,000 degrees. Car was parked over here in the sun. I couldn't even touch the car with my hand, and it's a white car. And it was so hot. I mean, it's over 100 degrees every day here. It feels beautiful right now. But in the hot part of the day, it's terrible. So I ruined that decal. Hey, I got a big parking spot back here. Parked the car up next to the truck last couple of nights. Cactus is growing good. These bushes and this landscape that my neighbors put up. Nice place to live. Minimalist living. They take care of the lawn. I got full utilities. This thing here is self-contained. Oh yeah, we were going to talk about this. All right. This right here, that piece right there, goes around this. Like a C. It goes around it. Over here and over here. Boom. When it retracts. But what it's doing is, my thumb is the side, it's hitting here. It's not centered to go on. And from what I hear tell, there is a screw, a simple screw right there that you can loosen. Now all the YouTube videos show it being on the top of the thing, the awning, the material. And I come out and I'm looking, you know, at what I got to do. You're supposed to take this screw out and then slide it to the direction that this doesn't meet up on this. And I'm going to need to get a ladder because I can't. And then if I go up on the roof, if that's the actual screw, now the screw is underneath here. I definitely need to do it from this side, not from the roof. If it was on the roof, I haven't been up there yet to see if there's a screw on the top. But it's only a little bit. And so what I've decided to do is not do anything. I'm going to just, when I pull it in, I'm just going to pull it into where it touches. I'm not going to let it, you know, start grinding, trying to, you know, try to go around it. I'm just going to stop it like about right there. There's a little space. And I can do it with my phone out here so I can see what I'm doing. Right now, it fares very well just leaving it like that. Even in a pretty good rain, the water runs off and everything. But when the winds get up, I think it's what happened. Is it's kind of done something there. But Jesus, look at the sun has made this wrinkle even. Yeah. I had put that on there flat. Oh, boy, look how nice and taut the tonneau cover is here on the truck. My subscriber friend, Davis Industries, is his username. He bought the same truck with the 7.3 in it. He's real happy with it. He loves his truck. He likes it when I show mine and drive it. Did you get the letters yet for your Super Duty? And make sure you get the ones that are 3D that are raised, not some cheap tape that goes in there. These are actually raised a little bit. They call it 3D. But yeah, the tank, I just turned it on real slow. I learned that a long time ago. I mean, I did try that initially. It didn't work. Let's try it right now and let's see. Oh my God, Baker. Now I got stuff that cleans it. I just don't do it right afterwards. So you just turn this on. It's going to make me hungry. Turn that on. Oh, I went too fast, didn't I? Then you turn this on. Then you push the button. And let's see, did it? Yeah, it's burning all the way back to the back of the burner, all the way around. Yeah, I bought some things to scrape it. I did. This is from my burgers I made the other day. This porcelain thing, this thing cleans so good. It's so easy. They'll all drop down in there. I got this big pan underneath there, right there, that I just keep emptying. I know somebody's going to get on to me about this. He said, "You're such a clean person, and yet you let your grill." Well, believe me, I don't just put my food on it. I clean it before I eat. I heat it up, and I have some things inside I bought that are better than this thing here. This thing is not working out too good, but I have it on here. All right, let's shut her down. Oh, the other way. That's what gives it flavor. And turn off the gas, and forget that. There you go. So it has to be a great time right now to be riding up down the beach on that e-bike or even the scooter. What time is it? Got my tank charged up. 7:57. I'll never make it. Sunset's at 8:30. There's 30 minutes to get there and get it out and start going. Not happening. I'm just going to sit here and starve to death. Who dat? And drink another water. I'm on black coffee now. Hey, that's part of my fast. I'll just drink some coffee. That's what I'm going to do. I'll make some coffee and put on Grit TV and turn the air back on. I'd turn it off. Push it back down. Sit here. Enjoy my life. Wait till I go into ketosis and I get that energy. I'm going to feel elated by starving to death. I'm going to do it. I might not eat tomorrow. Next time you see me, you won't even be able to see. You have to look hard. Because if I turn sideways, you might not be able to see me. Let's see what I weigh right now with all these shoes and everything on. I just started today, you know, so. Did he make his bed? Did he really make his bed? He did. Yeah, let's just see. Huh. I'm going to have to starve myself for about 4 days. So you know it's 200 still without the clothes and the watch and the phone in my hand. This thing here weighs 4 pounds. I like to close this. I keep the air conditioning in compartments, you know, like a submarine. So I'll definitely be sub 200 tomorrow, and I will go as long as I can tomorrow. I might go 2 days. I can do it. They talk about easing into it. I don't need to ease anything. I don't need to worry about cream. I'll cut the cream out. No carbs for me. So if I am fasting, coffee, it's a true fast is just water. But hey, there's no calories in this, and I'm not going to put the heavy whipping cream in. So let's get on making some coffee. Let's enjoy the rest of the night. I might check back in with you. It's only 8 o'clock sharp right now. I think it's something to talk about. The alarm went off, or a timer for something, and that stopped the recording. But as I was saying, if I think of something to talk about, we'll come back. We'll make another video about a topic that doesn't have to do with LBs. Crush it.